Okay, welcome to a video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and today we're going to have a look at, well, a long-awaited, what's in the box. I done a house clearance 2 or 3 months ago, and I still haven't unpacked all the stuff. I'm still working my way through boxes. So today I've pulled a box or crate, large crate, out of storage. So it's going to be a what's in the box. Now you can see it's all packed up in bubble wrap there. Some beautiful things. Hopefully you saw it there. I'm not used to this new StreamYard. It's only my second video in 2023. So yeah, as you know, my car boot sales have shut down. So today we're going to look at some of the things that came from that house clearance. I've still got 4 or 5 crates still to get through, like this crate now. The last crate listed well over £1,500 worth of stock out of one crate. It was absolutely fabulous. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm really super excited about this crate too. So should we get started? Show you some of the variety in the stock, and I can show you some beautiful stuff. So I'm going to start off. I don't normally sell damaged. I don't, but I'm going to start off with these. This is the first. Now you can see here there's a hairline and a stained crack just running up there. If I turn it around, you can see it. Now that can be professionally stained out and made invisible. Now this is a 19th century Chamberlain's Worcester hand-painted porcelain plate. Chamberlain's Worcester was Chamberlain's from 1786 through to 1852. I don't know who the artist is. It's not signed, but it is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. So that's the first. This is the second. Beautifully gilded, hand-painted. Look at them flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't believe the artist didn't sign it. Now this one comes with 2 hairlines. One there and one there. You'll have to excuse me going backwards. And I'm hoping you can see the impressed Chamberlain's mark. Hang on, bear with me. Little tip for you. If you're ever dealing with porcelain and you can't read it, just go like so. It does mean you can read it like this, but I don't know whether the camera's going to pick it up. It's got an impressed Chamberlain's Worcester mark. No, it's not picking it up there at all. In fact, I can show you the mark if you bear with me a second, because I have photographed them already. And I wanted to see the mark because, well, when I'm talking about products, I like you to see the products, see how to identify them and things like that, so you learn yourself. So where is it? Bear with me a second. Just going to the website, because everything I list or film, as you know, is on the website, which is AntiquesArena.com. Okay, so let's share this now. Go on to there. Share screen. Window. Let's do the entire screen because I can't do it. Share. And then come over here. Hopefully. Yes, there you go. You can see the impressed Chamberlain's Worcester. So, but genuinely, if you're struggling to read, put a light behind it and you can actually see the impressions in the porcelain. So yeah, beautiful pair of Chamberlain's Worcester plates, all hand painted, floral, lovely things. So they were the first things out of the box. Then we had this. So you can't say I haven't got a variety. It's an empty box. And you're probably looking at me daft thinking, what the hell are you doing putting an empty box in a video? But this isn't just a normal empty box. This is an empty box of a Hardy fishing reel. Now, it is a 3 3/8 St. George fishing reel. Hardy product, Hardy of England. Now, these fishing reels sell for around £200 to £300 for a fishing reel. So if you want an original box to go with a fishing reel, that's a £20 cardboard box of anyone's money. If you're a dealer in Hardy products, putting your product into a box is going to really increase the value and the saleability and collectability of it. So, real good. I've seen people pay £300 and £400 just for a Rolex box, an empty Rolex box. So just because they're empty boxes, don't mean nothing. That's a good little box. Nice Hardy box there. I got to be honest, the house was just spectacular. It was. He was the old manager of Cumtaff Colliery, I think it was, in Tree Lewis or Tree Harris coal mine. And the stuff they had in there, they had some real good gear, and they travelled the world. Next, I had this big, I don't know whether you'd call it a double candlestick or candelabra. So you got a 2-branch candlestick, if you like, for 2 candlesticks. There's got to be 2 or 3 kilos of heavy French crystal. And this is signed by Dame. There you go. You can see the signature there. Dame of France. Hand blown. Nice big ground and polished pontle on the base. Signed around there. And absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a lot of Dame crystal, but when I do, I'm happy with that. It's not all expensive. I've got some cheap products too. A little less saleable, but still good. A pair of Victorian ruffled rim cranberry glass bowls or dishes. Now, I already listed them. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it's got a tiniest of flea bite little chip there. Can you see that? I only saw it because I went to film it. I didn't see it before that. Hand-blown, ground-out, polished pontles again. Now, they do make this stuff now, like the likes of Royal Briley and things like that to make it, but these are Victorian ones. There's a distinct difference in the weight, how thin they are on the walls, the colour, everything. When they're thicker, darker, heavier, they tend to be more modern. And, of course, if they're signed, that kind of is a bit of a clue. I'm going to mix it up, a bit of good, bit of average. Now, when I was in the house clearance, as you know, it took like 6 van loads out of the house. And all I done was all the better pieces went in the crates and all the rubbish went to the car boot sales. And I pulled my money back off the car boot sales. So every penny I spent on the house, I pulled back and more from the car boot sales, because I took, I think it was about 10 car loads to the car boot sale and sold it all 50 pence a piece and £1 a piece. And honestly, I emptied the car enough every single day that I went. So I pulled all my money back, but it was a lot of hard work. Now I got 2 of these. Now I was unsure originally looking at them, were they 3 feathers or were they fleur-de-lis design? Now I have had a little look online, and I'm putting them down as a fleur-de-lis design, which would then make them French. They're sort of 1930s to 50s, and they'd come as part of a dressing table set, I would imagine, but these are perfume bottles. I've listed them individually. Nice little pink or peach colour, but just a nice late Art Deco perfume bottle with a fleur-de-lis design or 3 feathers design. I had 2 of those. I had a couple of Coopercraft English pottery donkeys. Always love animals, always do well with animals. These ones have still got the original stickers on, as well as the stamps. 2 of them got the stickers, Coopercraft stickers. I always, as I say, always buy animals. People love animals. Yeah, this house clearance is going to be, I'm going to be earning on this house clearance for probably another year. But while the car boot sales are shut, I'm pulling the boxes out and just going through them slowly and listing them, listing a bit of silver in between, a bit of gold, and just mix and match in. And this, I did do a charity shop video this week, mind. Next, we have an old Acme. You say Acme, and all I hear is like Roadrunner in my head. But yeah, Acme police whistle. I'm not going to blow it because the baby's in bed sleeping. But yeah, little collectible whistle there. These are breathtaking. These are absolutely the star find in this box. Now, the Dharm candlestick is expensive. If you look online, people are asking like 150, 200 pounds for a Dharm piece of crystal like that. I'm not up that high, but these are breathtaking. Now, they've got handmade brass screws on the back. They're handmade screws. They're beautifully cast. Now, the detail in the casting is really, really good. They are, I couldn't figure out, were they a dragon? And then I thought, no, they're the mythical winged lion. And that's what I believe they are, the winged lion. Now, I thought they were Victorian, but look at that leg. Doesn't that look Art Nouveau? That's very much an Art Nouveau shape to that leg. So I would assume early 20th century, very early. Could be late 19th, but very early 20th century. And the quality on them is absolutely gorgeous. They really are stunning. I can't find a maker's mark on them. Do you know, these could have been by anybody, really top designer. You know, they're not Christopher Dresser, but they could have been because he loved his animals and things like that and all this beautiful design to it. They're real good quality, full of design. I'd love to know who made them, but there's no maker's marks anywhere on either of them. I will scour them again before I wrap them in bubble. But they're absolutely gorgeous, solid brass in good condition. And I got the pair. And these are fire dogs, so you'd put them at the fire and you'd put your irons and that on them. But they were my star buy, they were. For me, I see those at a couple of £100. They're absolutely stunning. This is a nice little collectible. Now, I sell these quite often. Most of the time you get them, they are, you know, modern, like Lloyd's Bank and things like that. They never come with the keys. The keys used to be kept at the bank or the post office. You'd save in it, and then you'd go to the bank. They'd open it. You'd put it in your bank account. This one is quite an early one. It's got the memorial on there, the royal crest on the front, because it was for the post office. And stamped on the back, post office, savings bank, with an early number of, looks to be 46294. For a nice little money bank. Now, as I said, the family were well travelled. They travelled Africa. They went everywhere. And I've had a really good variety from the Oriental all the way to the tribal, all the way to the English. And I've had some stunning stuff. They also done some time in India, and I got a pair of really nice engraved heavy brass Indian vases. These are about 9 inches tall and just nicely engraved with a floral design. They're not worth fortunes. But nice one. 2, 4, 6, 8. So a nice octagonal shape with the ruffled rim. Just a nice pair of vases, decorative. And being the pair, they can go one each end of your mantelpiece or something like that. This was something and nothing. Because I am trying to put a variety on of price and of what the items are. Now, I think from the shape of it, it's a tea caddy. Now, normally tea caddies have a bit more of a shoulder. They're normally oval with shoulders, things like that. But looking at it, it does look more like a tea caddy to me than just a jar with a cover. It's fine English fine bone china by Lady Eleanor. And I'd never heard of it. I've had a look, and it's not a fortune piece. It's like a £15 pot, but it is what it is. You know, it's better than going to a car boot sale for 50p or a pound. Again, Again, a run-of-the-mill item. You know me, I don't normally buy this type of stuff, but when it's coming in the house clearance, I'm not going to chuck it at a car boot sale for 50p when I know it's a 10, 15 pound jug. This is by Denby. It's the stoneware. Lovely turquoise glaze on there, and it's in good condition. And Denby ware does sell. So, and it's a nice clean jug. I think I put it up for £15. It's a nice 6.5 inch jug in good condition. So, you know. The next few pieces I haven't listed yet. Everything you saw up to now is actually up for sale on the website. That's the address of the website. The rest of the pieces I haven't got to list yet. I'm hoping to get to them tomorrow. And there's still some curios, all out of the same box. So now we have a bit of wood. It's actually stamped down here, HMS Victory. Now that could be, it's a souvenir piece from HMS Victory, or what they tended to do, if boats were scrapped and broke up, they would recycle the parts and then they would label it. So if, I don't know whether, I haven't even looked it up, if HMS Victory was a sunk ship or a decommissioned ship. If it was, they would have used parts of the mast and made souvenirs and sold them on. Or it could just be a souvenir piece off it, you know, where people visit it. Now, this is a pipe rack, so it's got a bit of age because, let's be honest, people don't smoke pipes anymore. So it holds 4 pipes and stamped up HMS Victory. Nice copper finials on the ends. And what does it say underneath? Didn't even see the plaque underneath. Talent, handmade, woodcraft made in England. So it'd be easy enough to search up. But more often than not, when you find things with a name on it of a building or ship, it's normally because it's made from parts of that building or ship. But that's got to be listed yet. Collectible little pipe rack. Another little wooden box with a copper insert and the date 1951, which I believe is the Festival of Britain. And it is, the box is for Marcella Cigars. So it's an old cigar box with the Festival of Britain plaque in the center. Again, it's a nominal thing, but it's something different for variety on the website. You know, if it went for 10 or 15 pounds, it's better than going to a car boot sale unless someone else get 10 or 15 pounds for it. This I like. It's quite nice. An old pickle jar with an antler horn or an antler handled pickle fork. That pickle fork on his own is gorgeous. You got the little dish, drip pan dish for the fork, and a nice step design. Now, it's pressed glass. It's not cut glass, unfortunately. It would have been nice if it was cut, but it's pressed. Just trying to see if it's press molded or just pressed. It looks just pressed. Silver plate body, but it's a nice vintage pickle jar with the fork. The fork's a tenner on his own. So it's a £20 pickle jar. And again, it's different, quirky. It's quite nice, actually. I like that. I've had a large selection of spoons, which I haven't got to yet. So these are Welsh love spoons. And there's quite a few of them in here. Welsh love spoons, traditional wedding gift. And that's not exactly much of a carving, is it? But the more intricate the carving, the more the man loved the bride, apparently, or the more effort he put in, the more, you know, he was supposed to have loved the bride. But there was a collection of these. They loved the love spoons. I'm going to put them out as one job lot. That one's quite nice, and it's a big size, and this one is quite nice because of the carving on the top. And then you get this beautiful little dinky one here with the Welsh dragon on. I'm going to put that on as a job lot for like 40 quid from all. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 love spoons, so it works out a £5 a love spoon. which, to be honest, was nothing. Even if you bought a brand new Love Spoon today, they're like 20 quid, 25 quid each. So you're having them at a fiver each there for 40, 45 quid for the lot. And they're all in good condition. So they're all right. I got a collection of old cigarette cards. Are they cigarette? I think, yeah, they got to be cigarette. I'm trying to see. It normally says what they're for. It's not even open yet. Let's just call them cigarette cards, but there's a massive bundle of them. So there's going to be multiple sets in here. It's going to be a few sets. They're not fortunes, £5, £10 a set. Even if I was to say 20, 25 quid, 30 quid for the bundle, somebody's having a good deal there, depending on the sets. It'd be nice if there's a couple of military sets or something unique inside rather than just all plain animals. Well, there's a nice one before you start. A nice old transportation aeroplane one. So fingers crossed there'll be some nice ones in there when I get to open that and list it. But I'm going to list that as a bundle as well. I got an old turn of the century bisque hand-painted figurine of what looks to be Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, I could be mistaken. It looks to be Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf, but it could just be an old lady sat down with a basket. It's bisque porcelain, so it's probably German, something like that, turn of the century, 1900s. It's not fortunes. None of this now is stand up, jump up and down stock, but it is okay. Old big brass coal miner, heavy. It's well over a kilo, 2 kilos, certainly between 1 and 2 kilos of brass there. As a nice 9-10 inch coal miner. He's 15, 20 pounds. Carnival. So it's grape and leaf pattern, probably a Fenton piece. It's now the way to tell carnival is you hold it up like that, and the true color is on this rim here. Because you got the marigold here, but it's almost clear. I don't think it's got any color to it. It's a clear glass with a marigold finish, which is probably the cheapest carnival glass you can probably ever buy. But I'll go to doty.com, which is DOTY, I think. I think that's what it is. And it's got every pattern of carnival glass you want. In fact, I have actually got, I think I got the top video on carnival, but there you go. DOTY.com. And then you just come here and, for example, grape and leaf, grape and cable, Northwood, grape and cable Fenton. It does look like that one. I'm sure that's what I got. No, that's the wrong leaf. But you get the point. You just go to Doty's and you search the patterns. It's as simple as that. It's not going to be fortunes, that one. It really isn't. Then there's a nice little crystal table lighter. Unfortunately, shipping these things now is a pain in the backside because Royal Mail don't want to ship anything like lighters and things like that anymore. But it can still be sold through the UK, but certainly not overseas anymore. Nice crystal body with a hand-cut pontle mark. I believe it's a Ronson lighter inside. Yeah. Can't see a signature on there a minute. It's probably signed somewhere. It's not a piece again. These are quite quirky. In the Victorian time, you had ornaments like, they were called flatbacks, and they would only decorate the front, and they'd only put the attention on the front because they would be on the mantle up against the wall and you'd never see the backs. Well, very similar here. They only decorated the fronts and they would sit on your mantle and we got a pair of boots, brass boots, decorative. People used to have brass all around the fireplaces because it just looked nice and shiny. Now you can see two nice copper studs on this one, sorry. I love the contrast of the copper and the brass. This one is just studded but no copper. But they're like 10 or 15 quid the pair. They're nothing major. The solid brass, they got the age to them. Shoes, people collect boots and shoes and things like that, believe it or not. But again, I've only kept them because of variety and collectability. This is an old toasting fork, probably 1930s. It's solid brass. It's got a nice, well, I was going to say twisted, but it's not twisted. It's sort of crimped stem up here, and then what looks to be like a little Art Deco cat on a building here with a bow tie. There's no doubt it's probably off a cartoon or something like that. Be something stupid like Top Cat or something like that, I know. But yeah, old cat on the bricks. Toasting forks. I've just sold an extendable one for £30 or £35. A simple toasting fork like that, like a tenner again. Along with the wooden love spoons, I've got some I got some brass love spoons. I may even include them with the wood ones because they're still love spoons. Put them in the job lot and just chuck an extra tenner on or something like that and just say 50 quid for the lot. That's a nice big one. I think I've had £15-20 for one of these brass ones on their own. Made in Pontypridd, Wales, registration number 965947. So it'll have a little bit of age to it too, fully stamped on the back. As I say, I think I've had £15-20 just for these ones on their own in the past. And then we got another one here, which is a royal connection. July 29th, 1981, Prince Charles and Lady Diana. So there's those three brass spoons there. I'm probably going to put them as a whole job lot as just a collection of love spoons and just say mixed material, wood and metal. I think that is all in that box. Can't see anything else. That's just one crate. The Dharm crystal is like £100. The two Worcester plates, even with the hairlines, they're like £45 each. The fire dogs, a couple of £100. There's a lot of money just in that box. There really is. And as I said, I already made all my money back selling the rubbish at car boot sales. And even that rubbish, people were coming up to me and saying, I can't believe the price you're giving the stuff away for. But it wasn't anything I wanted. If it didn't hold enough quality for me, it weren't going on the website. Everything here, the only one or two questions, maybe if the light and things like that end up on the website or not. But other than that, 99% of what I film is going up on the website. And a lot of it is already listed. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I say I got another 4 or 5 crates like this still from the house clearance to get through. I listed a couple of Welsh blankets recently from the house clearance. I haven't filmed them. They've just been listed. So yeah, all in all, it's really nice just to get back listing. I'm back putting on 10, 12, 15 items a day onto the website and getting some really nice new stock. For anybody who's actually interested, let me see if I can pull it up first. A couple of things I want to share with you. Now, a couple of people have asked how the website done over the Christmas period and things because eBay now was quiet for them. Bear with me a second. Let me get down. I don't want to show anybody's details, so that's why I'm getting it right before you see it. So if I share add to stream, I done a video just before Christmas talking about websites, and I think I had about 200 sales, 204 sales, something like that. If you look down here now, I am on 262 sales there. And that is just since, over the Christmas period. There, 262 sales. I didn't want to share with you the people's details. That's why I've only gone that level. So I've had like 40, 50 sales, maybe a bit more since Christmas, or since middle of December, then up to the run for Christmas and beginning of January. So that's really good. The website's really performing well. And as for visitors, you'd be surprised, shocking how many visitors I'm getting to the website. And I actually hit a whole new record. Now, I don't know whether you realize I haven't actually done any work or videos or anything for a while because I was putting a roof on the house, as you know. Now, have a look at this. The last 30 days to the website, I've had 9.1 thousand visitors. 317 average per day, 7 days, 2,500. 30 days, 9,100 visitors. That's not bad at all. That's a record for my site. I've never been above 8,500. Google messaged me and said, well done, this month you hit 9,000. And it is currently, hang on, how many have I got on it now? I think there's a few on there now. Yeah, there's 4 actually active on there now in the last 5 minutes. So the website is really, really doing very, very well. I wrote a little personal article on the personal blog this week, just updating why I haven't been on the YouTube channel and finishing off talking about Christmas and things like that. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I can't wait for 2023. Everything is just, I'm so excited to get going, get out there, buy in some real nice gems this year. I'm going to Malvern a week Sunday. If you're up there, say hello. I'm going to be up there. I'm going up there more for a day out. I don't need stock. I really don't, but I'm going to buy because I can't help myself. But I'm going up there just for the day out because I've done nothing for antiques related for nearly 6 weeks. And I've really, really missed it. This is what I love. Even dealing with some of this run-of-the-mill stuff is still bread and butter money. It's still good stock. There's nothing wrong with anything I found today. And I've managed to pull a couple of real nice gems out of there. But when you pull in 150 to 200-year-old porcelain plates out of that have been hand-painted, or these fire dogs, they are just breathtaking. If anybody does recognize the designer on these, I really would like a heads up because I think these are going to be a good designer. I just can't believe they're not signed. And I know they're not modern. There's just no way at all in modern from the way the casting and the handmade screws. And the modern ones, you don't get this quality of casting. So they're just gorgeous. Imagine turning them into a pair of door knockers. Oh, they'd be lovely. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you got this far, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, hit the notification for future videos. If you want to support the channel at all, everything you need to know is in the description. But most importantly is just turn up, watch, and leave a comment and enjoy and interact. I do this because I love it and I like to try and help people. So there'll be many, many more videos from me throughout 23. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.